Hi everyone, so I know today's Birchbox and Ipsy video is a little bit late. It's the first week in February, but I have a good reason because I've been doing things a little bit differently this month. So back in January when both of these subscriptions came, I opened them up and I have been using every single product for you guys. So today I'm going to be able to show you the unboxing, but to also tell you all of my opinions. So please make sure to let me know if you guys like this new way of doing things by just liking this or leaving a comment down below. But I make these videos for you guys, so if you want me to go back to the old way, that's totally fine. But I just see so many pros with this new way. I mean, I'm gonna have more reason to go through every single sample and give it a really good try when in the past, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just threw them to the side and never used them. And two, I feel like a lot of you are asking me for updates on these products and really what I think, because before when I was going off my first impression, I had no idea what the product was even like. So I also think that this is gonna make my overall totals for each bag and box a little bit more substantial. The only con I could see though from your perspective is that these videos might go up a little bit late like today, just because I want to make sure I have enough time to try everything for you. So getting right into Ipsy, this is what the bag looked like this month, and quite honestly, as I've been looking at it in my room for like the past couple weeks, I've kind of fallen in love with it. I think the pattern is super cute. Getting into the products now though, because I've used all of these, I just had this idea as I was sitting here, but what I'm actually going to do is mention them from what I liked the most to what I liked the least. So getting into the thing that I was most excited to see in this bag was this brush. Now I absolutely love when Ipsy features brushes, you guys know this, but this is from a brand that I've never heard of, and I think it's called a Bogacious. Now it says that this is a smudge brush on the handle, but I'd have to disagree because I have been loving this for my crease. It has a really nice rounded edge. I feel like the bristles are a really nice length. They're not too long, but they're not too short either, so I feel like I have great control at blending things out. For this though, I just feel like it's a perfect medium. I used it today in my crease and I just thought it blended things out wonderfully. I do see a couple of the hairs like sprouting out though. They're not exactly falling out, but I will have to give those a trim. And also, I don't feel like it's the most soft brush I've ever used, but just because it fits the shape of my eye so well, and I've been so happy with it, it was definitely my favorite of the bag. Next in line is this eye cream, guys, and this is from a brand I've never heard of. This is from Tucker Ashley, and it's the Advanced Peptide Eye Complex. It just says to apply underneath and around the eye area 1 to 2 times daily and avoid getting it in your eyes, but I was so happy with the consistency of this. I'm very picky when it comes to my eye creams, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like anything too thin, and I don't like anything super heavy. Given that though, I feel like this is a great balance. For me, it is that perfect medium where it's thick enough to moisturize really well, but it's thin enough to blend in quickly. The one really funny thing about this though, guys, is I was using it for the first time, and I have it on my fingers right now, but oh my gosh, I was sitting there applying it and it like hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, what does this stuff smell like? And for like 5 minutes, I couldn't put my finger on it. But this stuff smells, to me, exactly like apple juice. How strange is that? But yeah, ever since opening this, guys, I've been using it every single night. I will say that the packaging is very unassuming, so I kind of had lower expectations when I reached for it, and I am not somebody who is afraid to go higher end when it comes to their eye cream, so getting this from a brand that I've never expected, it really took me by surprise. Next up, I want to tell you about the eyeshadow that I'm wearing today, and this is a trio from City Color, and it just says eyeshadow trio in the shade Falling Leaves. When I first pulled this out of the bag, I was a little bit like, no, because it is very warm, but because I was trying everything for you guys, I picked it up today and I was really happy with the overall look. The pigmentation on this is out of this world. Seriously, it makes me want to look up this City Color brand a little bit more, just because I've been so happy with the colors. In the trio though, it does have a lighter shade that is a tad bit warm and like in the tan family, with a little bit of shimmer, which I do have all over my lid. As far as my crease shade goes, I did use this kind of frosty, glittery brown color that is really warm, and then to blend out my crease just a little bit like on the outer edge, I did use this matte, really warm kind of pinker shade. I felt like all three of these colors just blended together so well, and for me not having a lot of experience with warm shades, I thought this trio was super user-friendly. So I definitely think that this little trio is getting me into warm shades a little bit more because I felt like they brought out my blue eyes so well. So yeah, this is definitely one of those that I think I would have thrown to the side before and not really have used, but I'm so excited that I gave it its fair shot this morning because I was super happy with it. Coming in at number 4 is this eyeliner from The Balm, and this is their Mr. Right Now eyeliner pencil in Jack. And guys, this is a straight up army green. I've really never owned an eyeliner in that shade before. I think it's so cool. I feel like if there's not a lot of light on this, it does come off a little bit of like a warmy brown, but as soon as you get it in the light, and when I was applying it to my lash line today, I swear guys, it is army green. It's so crazy. These glide on really nicely. I thought this applied to my lash line really well today as I was getting ready, and I just don't think I ever would have reached for a shade like this, which is why I'm so happy that I got it in my bag this month. I mean, for me ranking it number 4, it has nothing to do with the quality. I feel like it has more to do with the color because I'm not quite sure how much I'm gonna wear this, but guys, these do set really well on the back of my hand. You can see here I have a swatch, and I mean, it's just not going anywhere, and it's really just been on there for about 10 seconds. But yeah, really nice eyeliner. I honestly had no idea they even had this line, so using this today really made me want to check out some of the other colors. And last but not least for Ipsy is this Promise Organic Ultra Moisturizing Argan Cream Facial Lotion with olive oil. This came in like the cutest little pink packaging, guys. I just have loved seeing this like sitting out on my sink, and it does say on here that it's for normal to dry skin. Now I just think it's crazy because I am ranking this last, but it's not because it didn't do its job or because I didn't like it at all. I mean, I honestly think that I ranked this last just because I have other products that do very similar things that I already own. So I've been really just using this as like a moisturization thing for my face like after I wash it, and I've mostly been using it at night. But as far as the consistency goes, it is a little bit of an off-white color, and when you do start blending it in, it does tend to get a little bit thin. Even though it's thin, I felt like it moisturized my face super well, but the one big thing that I always notice about this, guys, is that it smells exactly like grapefruit. It smells so good. I love the smell of grapefruit. I don't know what it is. The first couple times that I was using this though, I was like, oh my gosh, do I like that kind of heavy grapefruit scent? But I did really grow to like it, and now that I think of it, I've been using it at night, but I just feel like it'd be super refreshing to smell that in the morning. The one thing I absolutely loved about this though is that even though it's a thinner texture, it soaks into the skin so well, guys. Sometimes I don't like when I have those thinner formulas that just feel like they sit on top of the skin a little bit, but guys, when I put this on my skin within 10 seconds, it feels really nice, and it doesn't leave your skin feeling or looking too greasy. So that was everything that was in my Ipsy bag for January, and I really hope you guys enjoyed those little reviews, and as you can probably tell, I'm really happy with almost every single thing, so I think today I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10. Getting right into Birchbox now, I thought Birchbox's box this month was so darn cute, and on the front here it says 2016, the year of blank, and then you actually got all of these very cute little stickers inside. So which one am I picking today? I'm going with Fearlessness. Hopping right into Birchbox's products though, they're not going to be as positive as Ipsy's. I'm sitting here trying to like rank them from best to worst, and quite honestly, this first product, I guess I liked out of all of them, but it wasn't like a huge love. So this is the cleanser from Foreo, and it's the day cleanser, and the full size is $29.95. It just says that it penetrates pores to lift dirt, impurities, and the pollutants that cause aging. So I thought the idea of this was really nice. Honestly though, I love my CeraVe hydrating cleanser so much that I think I still prefer that over this. Nonetheless, I did think this was nice, and I probably will go through the entire thing, but the one thing that I did notice that was a little bit different about this one is that you actually apply it to dry skin and then you massage it in with your wet fingertips. So when you go to put it on your skin, it is almost this lotion-like consistency, so I did find it quite hydrating, which was very nice. When I did start massaging it in though, either with my Clarisonic or my wet fingertips, it does get a little bit of a suds going, so I thought that was nice. The overall scent on this I do find very relaxing as well. It just smells very spa-like to me. But yeah, after I rinsed this off my skin was hydrated, but not as much as with my hydrating cleanser, so I did have to go in with a little bit of moisturizer. I do feel like this would work really well for you if you do have more normal skin, but yeah, so far it's okay, but I don't think it's a must-have. This next product is really fun because it is an eyeliner from Ico, and this is their Fat Liquid Liner, and the full size is $16. It says that this eyeliner delivers the same smudge-proof, rich color in a thicker, bolder line than the original skinny liner. And I do think I've actually tried the skinny one, and I ended up loving it. With this bigger version though, I really knew that it was going to be bigger, but I didn't think it'd be so hard to use. I will go ahead and insert a clip because obviously I'm not wearing this today, but I will show you guys how it was applying this, and it wasn't the most easy thing in the entire world. I do have to rave about this a little bit though, because I feel like the tip is one of the best tips of like eyeliners I've found, because it is so saturated with product. That just makes application a breeze. breeze. I feel like the overall color is super deep, dark, opaque black, and it does dry down to like a satin finish, which I really like. I feel like this would be okay if I was just going for like a regular eyeliner look, but when I did go in and try to do a wing the other day, it was a little bit tricky, let me tell you. I don't think I've ever said this in a video, but I do have a lot of trouble with my winged liner sometimes because I do feel like my eyes are a little bit hooded. I feel like I have a little bit of skin on the corners of my eyes that when I open them, it kind of falls down onto where my wing would be, so it can make my wing look a little bit weird. So when it came to this and the bigger applicator, I just thought it was really hard to get the wing in the right place without getting the product everywhere. But I was happy with the overall look once I was done. I just thought it took a little bit more time and effort to get it exactly the way that I wanted it, but I do see a lot of uses for this and the formula is out of this world. Coming in at number 3, I do have a body butter to tell you guys about, and this is from Wish, and it is the 3 Wishes body butter in lavender, and the full size is $24. It says that it has a luscious antioxidant rich formula that firms, smooths, and softens. And guys, if you have ever walked into a Nevada, I feel like that's exactly what this stuff smells like. I think the packaging on this is really cute. I love the purple and I love like the different fonts on the back, but it is just a body butter, and I don't know what it is, but typically I do not like getting lotions and body butters like this in my subscriptions. I just feel like I get these a lot and I typically don't love it because, I mean, a lotion's a lotion to me. You guys might love samples of lotion, but I don't know, I just feel like I have so many. Like I said, I do think it smelled like a Veda. It's just like almost that herbally, like really relaxing scent, and I love me some lavender, let me tell you. But as far as this goes, I just don't see myself buying the full size for $24 when I could run out to Meijer and get a hand cream for like $6. Getting into these last two though, they totally have to do with scent, so we might as well start with the number 4, which was my one perfume sample of the month. This one was from Orbe or Orbi, and it is the Côte d'Azur perfume, I think is how you say it, and the full size is $85. On the card it does say that it has white butterfly jasmine, Calabrian, bergamot, and warm sandalwood. So I don't know, when I first read those I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. Plus it doesn't have a little sprayer, which makes it super hard to try. As far as the scent goes, I thought it was okay, but I mean for $85, if I'm gonna run out and get a perfume, I'm obviously gonna have to love it. So yeah, I did kind of like this. I don't see myself wearing it every single day, and I don't find it better than anything else I already have. Last but not least, I did get a hair product, and I've been getting things from this brand for so long. I just like always remember this packaging, but this is from number 4, and it is their Super Comb Prep and Protect Spray, and the full size is $32. It says a sulfate-free conditioning spray that safeguards color and protects against UV rays. But let me tell you guys, I used this for the first time the other night, and it smells like a perfume that I really don't like. I don't know what they were going for. To me, it just smells like that really spicy perfume that I just do not care for. So that was the first thing that kind of like turned me off to this. I do have a favorite detangler though. You guys probably know about it. It's the Healthy Sexy Hair Soy Tri-Wheat Leave-In Conditioner, and I've been using that stuff for years. I found this a little bit hard to spray out. My finger kept slipping off this little sprayer just because it was a little bit hard to push down. And after I got this on my hair, like I said, I didn't like the scent, which is another thing. But yeah, after spraying this about 4 or 5 times and trying to comb out my hair, it didn't really make anything any easier. So yeah, this was my least favorite of the box this month, just because I already have something that I love like 100 times more. So since that was everything that was in my Birchbox for this month, you can probably tell that Ipsy was the winner, but just for the record, I think I'm gonna have to give Birchbox a 4 out of 10. Wow, so I feel like I have been talking forever, guys. I'm very sorry if this video is a little bit longer than usual, but I did like telling you guys my thoughts on all of these products, so please make sure to let me know if you like this new way of doing things, and also I want to know what you guys got in Birchbox and Ipsy for the month of January. Please make sure to click that little eye if you want to check out a few of my other recent videos. Last week I did a really fun Sephora haul, and I'm still like using all of the products. I'm wearing some of them today. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye!